life and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. You know what it is? Hey, Ham, it's time, baby. Low, it's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch. I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready
wanted to
win.
stop
They
him
can
and
play
talk
how they
to my
play,
guy.
but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. I'm Loke7. He's Ham Solo. Ham, how you doing?
Man, still kind of getting back to the basics. Yeah, still kind of getting over this showcase and whatnot. It was incredible. Not a whole lot, bro. Not a whole lot, to be honest.
In a way, the reactions to the showcase are part of the showcase. No?
What do you mean?
Oh my God. I'm saying like the coping and the celebrating is part of the showcase.
Oh yeah. It's been a
Been something.
wild 48 hours. I can tell you that. I uploaded a clip or a video yesterday of me talking about the showcase.
Yeah,
I
I saw.
was unable to do it on Sunday. I was tired, I was flustered, and I was not in a good spot.
Makes sense. I've been good. I've been playing some Dragon's Dogma 2. Interesting little game. Not sure I'm going to finish it. Probably not. I'm not feeling it right now, but so far I'm not impressed. Welcome in Matthew Ham. I think the invite for X Defiant is for you, Ham.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he wants me to get down with him on that game. That game kind of stinks, so I don't know.
What? Oh goodness.
Not a big fan of it.
I heard it's going to beat Call of Duty and everything.
Sure.
All right. Raichi coming in messy. Welcome in. Vincent Vega, this is our new time slot, bro. 2,000 hours. Our time, right? Normal people time. I don't know what time it is in the US, but it's 2,000 for us. All right. So Vince, get used to it, brother. Get used to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we get into the video games, Ham, I just want to share my sadness for 5 seconds. The Dallas Mavericks lost game 2 convincingly. Usually they say the series hasn't started until someone wins like on the opposition's floor, but this one feels like it's over. It feels like it's over at this point. And it's apropos because the Mavericks wear blue and the Celtics wear green. Ham, I'd like to dissect a couple of...
Why did you do that?
I'd like to dissect a couple of... I'd like to attack this from various points.
Wow.
You've no doubt seen some reactions online It's looking very mustard heart on the PlayStation side. It's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. Do you think that Oh my god. You had that ready to go. You had that ready to
I have
go.
a lot more ready to go too.
Goodness. All right then. So let's start off right there, Ham. Do you think that it's over? Do you think that Xbox with this showcase have effectively won 2024?
Like not with a showcase. I think you won. I think you won over a lot of people's hearts and a lot of people's like idea of what you have coming. But you can have a great showcase and have a horrible year in gaming. I mean, they had a pretty good year in gaming as well, but last year. But it's the games that matter at the end of the day. It's not just the presentation of the game. So although they had a really good year last year, there was still that gross cloud of Redfall that hung over, right? And sure, the showcase was great, but one of the games from a previous year showcase didn't translate. You know what I mean? Everybody was psyched for Redfall the prior year.
Redfall, Starfield.
Oh, yeah. But that's not me trying to like knock down Xbox at all. What I'm more or less just trying to say is the showcase was like one of the best showcase I've ever seen, right? If not like the best showcase that I've ever seen.
I can't think of anything better.
But I'm just not trying to say, hey, this is over. This is where we need to live right here. Is just in showcase season. It's like, hey, gaming, is all year long. So this is just like a really good moment, but as these games come to fruition, that will be the telling thing of did Xbox win the year, right? We're literally just over halfway through the year. So there's still a lot of year to go.
Still a long way to go.
And there's still more showcases that Xbox is going to be a part of.
Yeah,
because you got the Tokyo Game Show, Gamescom, On Night Live, and then as of recently, Xbox has been doing other little showcases as well. PlayStation's probably not even done yet. Nintendo's probably not done yet. To say that they just won because of this showcase, I think is they won because of this showcase 6 months into the year that has 12 months in it. I mean, this was a ginormous step. This was like, when you're feeling extra good and you skip the first 3 steps on the fucking on the stairs and you're just like, I'm hopping up this bitch. That's kind of like what it was. It's like it's like they hopped a few floors up, but there's still a long way to go to win the year.
It's not over.
I think they put them like think of it this way, like a football or basketball team being seeded into a playoffs, right? I felt like they set themselves up to be in a good seed. That's how I look at it.
No, they still have to make it through the tournament.
They still have to go through the playoffs, so.
Ooh.
Like you're the you're the regular season killer right now, right? But that doesn't always translate in the playoffs, right? There's been so many teams that were the number 1 seed and got knocked off by the number 7 or something like that.
Ask the Timberwolves, they'll tell you.
Right?
Being number 1 is no guarantee. That's true. Welcome in the Guinea. Welcome in also Xbox International Podcast, Crazy Louie, Lady Foxfire. Curie Cosmos, haven't seen you in a minute. I like that term. Yes, that's be our replacement for E3. Okay. Xbox Showcase Week. Okay, gotcha. Live Supremacy. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Good
Hope
to
you're
see you
doing
live.
good.
Thanks for stopping through.
Yeah. Ham, for me, this just I am at the opposite stage compared to you, because you said that this is just a high point or whatever. For me, I feel like on Sunday you were more on a high and I was more kind of like, let's chill for a minute. Now I feel like you're the one who's kind of trying to bring it down to earth, and I'm just, the more I reflect on it, and I've rewatched that showcase like 2 or 3 times now, the more I'm just like, I don't know, Ham. I don't think this
Said that
is,
weed
you
crept
should
up
just
on
be.
him.
Sorry?
I said that weed crept up on him.
Yeah, slowly, slowly. And I reread the names and I rewatched the trailers with lots of gameplay in there, and I'm just like, nah, man. For me, right? As you said, yeah, the year is not over, etc. But firmly, number one right now, in my personal opinion, is Xbox. Like, and this is like on some nostalgia for me personally, because
it gives
although
you
I love me
360 FOMO.
yeah, like I love my PS5, but bro, Gears of War.
I can't even lie.
Hell,
When I was talking, when I first met up with you guys, and like everybody was talking about Gears of War, like I said, I watched the showcase first on my phone, right?
mhm.
On the road back. There was a lot of glares on my phone as I was trying to watch it, right? And I
Okay.
was just at the time I was already like 9 hours into the drive, and I was tired, and I was just like, whatever, right? I still enjoying the hell out of the show, but I did not see who put his arm out to pick up to pick up Marcus.
Oh my goodness.
So when I got home and I threw on the stream, the 4K 60 stream, and watched it off of my Xbox on my TV, I was like, "That's fucking Dom." Wait a second,
Yeah.
that's fucking Dom. And as Drawn TJ just said, he said Gears E-Day had me kind of had me kind of emotional. Had me kind of emotional. Yeah, it did the same for me, because I was just like, you just seen that young Marcus Phoenix fighting for his damn life, throwing TVs and shit, and he just
And not
falls to
knocking
the
out.
goddamn ground,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh well, okay, and then he's
That
hanging
just
off
happened.
that pole, and bro picks him up and grabs him, and you're just like, that's fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah.
no way are they. And then you find out, it's E-Day, and Emergence Day and it's gonna be what is it, a prequel pretty much to the Gears of War series. Man, I feel like I feel like the folks, and this is no disrespect to PlayStation at all, right? This is just like
As
this
he's
is just
about
like
to
a
throw
real.
some disrespect.
No. This really isn't. This is just like one of
Okay.
those moments to me where I was just like, I wonder if Naughty Dog looked at what the Coalition just did and said, "Man, wish we would have did that."
Yeah.
Because there was a few times where I was like, man, it'd be really cool to have seen The Last of Us before this breakout happened, right? And just get like a good kind of story on either before the breakout happened or before the meeting of Ellie and Joel, and just play Joel crazy, right? Back when he, was just an insane guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was just kind of thinking of other games, and Last of Us was one of them that kind of came up because they've been remaking the heck out of that game, and I was thinking, man, if they would have got a prequel right before they remade the series, it would have made a lot more
Yeah.
sense than just remaking the series.
But it's cheaper to just remake.
Of course, and it doesn't take
So
near as much time.
yeah. And if you have an install base that you know is going to eat it up, Why go through all the work of writing a brand new script, mocap, all this other stuff? That's like gaming has been reduced to that.
You're supposed to care
It
about the
has been
players, though, right? The players want that stuff,
it,
right?
it's for the players. What are you talking about?
Oh, don't say it's for the players. It's for the
The
players.
the L is silent. What's wrong with you?
Oh my
I thought you
goodness.
knew
Look
how
over
to
here,
speak
like
Why treat
English.
the customer this way? Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Fuck them. That's why. And I meant it. Who was it? A Venomous Viper clipped me. Actually, it wasn't Viper that clipped me. It was what the fuck, man. Jeez. It was Fritanga Plays clipped my mini rant on Boom Show on Friday, where I was just like telling the truth to everyone.
you
Like,
made
dude,
a Fritanga clip
on a good note. He wasn't
on a
shitting on
good
me.
note.
Yeah, he called me based apparently.
That's
So there's
rare. So
that.
you should be very proud of yourself. Fritanga
Fuck
never
off.
brings anybody in on a positive note. Kind of
Yeah,
shit is
yeah.
this?
I guess you have to be from Mozambique, Texas, man. That's what needs to happen.
He's like,
So-
you gotta be real black.
Oh my god. Settle down, man. Settle down. Before I go get my cowboy cap, hat, and wrangle you with. What the hell? Stop calling me. Jeez. Yeah. So
Oh, got hose on
he
standby.
so he tagged me, he clipped me on something that sour blow. Looks like the Celtics have won this year. Enjoy yourself. Whatever. Anyway, so essentially all I was saying is that it's our fault that our games are full of microtransactions. It's our fault that all this shitty stuff gets done by these companies. Why? Because they do this, and instead of us giving them corrective measures by not engaging with their games, by not buying all these microtransactions, what do? We engage. We continue to engage. We enrich them. We reinforce to them this behavior that it's okay to do this. So obviously, if I'm Naughty Dog Ham, do you know what I'm doing? I'm remastering The Last of Us Part 1 for the PlayStation 6 because you motherfuckers keep buying it. I'm doing it again. And as far as Pokemon is concerned, you know what? Y'all keep buying Pokemon. So it's your fault. Don't complain about, oh, Nintendo takes the easy way out, or whoever the developer for Naughty Dog for Pokemon is. Because I saw a compilation where they're like the last 4 or 5 Pokemon games are the same. Well, what are the sales like? Tell me what the sales are like. Oh, the sales are fine. The sales keep going up. You know what? It's your fault. It's not Pokemon's fault. All right. So, as far as Naughty Dog is concerned, Ham, we're getting a remake of Last of Us Part 1 for the PlayStation 6. Let's go, Naughty Dog. Milk these fuckers. Going back to the positive showcase, Ham. Going back to the positive showcase. I called my brother.
But none of this means anything without.
It doesn't mean anything without your amazing support. You keep buying this rubbish. So I call my brother.
He finished the quote.
What? I mean, we've heard it 1,000 times. So yeah, I have not bought a single one. Curie, people like you and I, we are the minority. Unfortunately, the majority keeps buying it. So that's the industry is going to go in that direction. So I called my brother Ham, and we had a chat for about 5 minutes. And yeah, man, it got a bit emotional because we both still remember how bored out of our brains we were with Gears of War 4. We both remember the disgust and the nausea that we felt, how insulted we felt with Gears of War 5, and seeing just that trailer. Ham, I'm always saying people don't pre-order games. I'm pre-ordering Gears of War E-Day. I don't give a fuck. Ultimate Edition. I don't care. I don't even care. I'm just waiting for them to tell us when it's coming out. I might pre-order that shit before Metal Gear Solid Delta. That's how hype I am for Gears of War.
Watch them say that it's only coming for PlayStation and then you can't buy it.
What? Metal Gear?
No Gears.
What?
It's obviously bullshit, but I was just saying,
Bro.
imagine that.
I'd lose my shit. That's what I do. Oh, yeah. So Gears of War for me, like, dude, I'm sitting here thinking I need to, like, I went to a couple of stores looking for special edition controllers for Xbox. I haven't been this hyped for Xbox in years, Ham. Not since the
You
360.
said last year's showcase was fire, though. Like, you were hyped about last year's showcase.
I was hyped.
In the
But this-
previous year, if I remember.
Well, Xbox has owned the showcases. Why are we pretending like they haven't?
Well, no, we know that, but I'm just saying, like, why, like having known that you've enjoyed all of those showcases and you've given those high praise and high ranking.
They didn't have Gears of War.
Why is this one in
Gears of
particularly
War.
so like is it just Gears of War?
Just Gears of War. Just Gears of War. Ham, you're forgetting that when we spoke, remember the first time I was on Behind Them Sticks and I told you like my story as a gamer. I've always been a PlayStation guy, PS1, PS2, PS3. And then after I played MGS4, I tried a couple other games on PlayStation. I was bored. And then I was at the mall randomly in Menlyn. And then there was this Gears of War stand where you could try out the active reload. And then the guy that was running the store was like, try this game. I was like, Xbox and they're shooting games. He's like, dude, just try it. I tried Gears of War 5 seconds, man. And that was it. As soon as I hit my first perfect reload, that was it. I went and bought a 360. I was a 360 guy right up until the end of the generation. When the Xbox One came out, I was like, I don't even care what's happening on PlayStation. I don't care. Get me an Xbox One because that's where Gears of War is at. That's all I cared about. Then Gears of War 4 came out. That was a dud, but at least we finished it. I eventually made the jump to PS4 for a bit. Then Gears of War 5 came out. I bought that, and that was the travesty that it was, in my personal opinion. So I'm not going to sit here and cap and talk about, yeah, this is great, just like the other ones have been great. No, the other ones were also great. The other ones didn't have Gears of War seemingly going back to being Gears of War. And for me, Gears of War was good enough to say, PlayStation 3, you are now just the MGS4 machine. That's all. I'm on Xbox for everything else because that's where Gears of War is at. So for me, Gears of War is gigantic. I know a lot of people probably don't take Gears of War that seriously. For me, it's huge. So that's why this showcase for me is very different. Mr. Joanna Dark, welcome in, my brother in Kojima. Yes, Delta is looking crisp. No,
Dude,
I did not buy
let's
the
talk about
collector's
that for a
edition.
second. I'm actually gonna say let's talk about Metal Gear. Let's talk about that. Like,
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Surprise. Ham wants to actually talk about Gears, and Loke is just flabbergasted.
That's wild.
Or did I say Gears? I meant Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
But yo, that Metal Gear Solid gameplay. Like, I remember I played it not that long ago on my PS3. Right, I was talking to you about. I was showing off the clip of me jumping out of the plane, the beginning part of the game, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, man, that was pretty neat for a PlayStation 3. Yo, this shit looks nuts, and I'm honestly blown away because of how much shit I've been giving Konami as of lately. Right?
Yeah.
I gave them shit about their re-release of the last Metal Gear series, or the Metal Gear compilation. I've also given them shit for, I don't feel like they've given Bloober enough support to be able to get their game, but maybe that's on Bloober. I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, right. We're just kind of like pointing. We don't know which direction.
And we
though.
don't have all the information as well.
We sure don't. I mean, for all we know, Konami could have gave them $8,000, or maybe they gave them 80 million. We don't know, right? We just know that
$8,000. Come on.
I'm just saying, $8,000. It feels like kind of suspicious, like what's going on with that game.
Yeah.
But they're kind of saying, I felt that trailer was more or less like, oh, you think we bad? Maybe it's just that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that Metal Gear gameplay looked slick. From him sitting in the water with that like crocodile head on or whatever, to him
ripples.
jumping out of the plane with everything looking slick, reflective, and just looking really tight. And once he gets to the ground, and he does that dive in front of the person next to the bridge and whatnot, and he's like camouflaged into the ground, skirting to the side on the bridge. I was just like, yo, like I remember all of that, but this looks way more smooth and less like mechanic-y looking than prior. And then on top of it, bro's face, like his actual like rendered in face, looks amazing.
God damn it.
But before we move on too much further, I just wanted to shout out John TJ's $5 super chat that says the show was amazing. I wanted to flip a table, but Gears of War E-Day gave me the chills, and I was shocked. No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt. But what do you got to say about, because you're, and by the way, shout out to Umbra, John Wolf, Kiri Cosmos, which we already said what's up to Kiri, Spider-Man, and many other of you guys that decided to join in. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share this sucker out. I am trying to grow the channel some more. It's been a little while since I've been asking you guys to share this stuff out and whatnot, but I hit a little bit of a lull for a little while, and I think I'm starting to kind of come back. So yeah, definitely, please help a brother out. But Loke, what did you specifically feel about not only seeing Metal Gear Solid, but seeing it at a Microsoft Xbox showcase, where you went into the showcase with, I'm assuming you went into the showcase with high hopes, because Microsoft doesn't fuck around when it comes to showcases.
Yeah.
But I mean, how did you feel seeing this prior to seeing Gears? Because this obviously came before Gears. Gears was the crescendo.
Yeah. I was pretty much blown away by the showcase, but by the time we got to Delta. And like, no offense, it's not that I don't care at all, but because it's not a new game, and we had seen one or two snippets of the gameplay, this was kind of like, oh, here's more. But we'd already seen like some detail in terms of gameplay, so I wasn't super shocked by the time I saw Metal Gear. For me, Metal Gear is, how can I put this? It's like water, It's kind of bland, doesn't really have taste, but you need it to survive. You know what I mean?
You're right about the two first things.
For me, at least.
Bland and don't have taste.
For me, like, I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, when is it going to be available so I can buy it and play it? It's not really something that I'm like, oh my God, this caught me off guard or whatever. As soon as I saw the first few snippets of gameplay, I think we saw some last year, I was like, oh, okay, so they're not just
I think it was at the PlayStation showcase last year.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the Summer Games Fest. That was the first time we saw it. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was the PlayStation showcase.
Okay, now I'm curious to see where it first showed up. I'll look it up after. Point is, we'd already seen the gameplay. or some gameplay. So for me, it was just in my mind like, okay, I'm just waiting for the date. I'll buy it, I'll play it, I'll love it, and we keep it moving. But I wrote like the sequence of games. For me, the what really did it for the showcase for me was Doom, and then right after it, State of Decay 3. Dragon Age was cool, Starfield was cool, Fallout 76 was cool, Expedition 33 was
Mind
very,
if I
very
stop
good.
you real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's show some love to State of Decay.
Yeah.
Because this game, I mean, we've put it right there next to Everwild, which Everwild didn't move. Right? But we thought this game, State of Decay, was just like in such a bad spot. They didn't talk about it forever. It seemed like Undead Labs was just, you mean you just take the UN away?
It didn't look like it was coming.
It looked like it was possibly just Dead Labs.
Yeah,
because we weren't sure if they still had a pulse or whatnot. But but like it's showing on the screen right now. What did you feel when you actually seen like the leap that this game made from the prior one that is State of Decay 2? Because in my opinion, State of Decay 2 was not a very good looking game. It was fun, but it definitely like a lot of people wanted to compare State of Decay and Last of Us, and I was just like, dude, it's like State of Decay might be fun, but it's not close.
What are you talking about? Yeah, there is not much comparison there. For me, like I love this aesthetic of like zombie world, but I've tried the first two State of Decays. I wasn't impressed. Cozy Beluga loves them. I'm really looking forward to this one because it seems like they've nailed the two aspects that you brought up that they were like really lacking, which is appearance, right? The graphics look nice, and it looks like the fun factor is going to be more accessible for people like me and you. So it's not just going to be for the diehards like Cozy. That's what it seems like. We'll see. As for the game itself, I'm interested. I'm downloading it on Game Pass as soon as it's available to download. Which that's another thing I want to talk to you about, Ham. The amount of games on this thing. It's not just the amount of games. It's the size. Most of these games, it's not like games that you can hop on, and no disrespect to my current game of the year, Stellar Blade, right? These are not games that you can install, play, and keep it pushing. These are games that you install, and now they live on your hard drive.
Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of people, including myself, like it's like, you know, there's so many fork in the road games here. Where it's just like, man, man, Starfield's hot, man. Starfield's real hot. I'm loving the Shattered Space DLC. But I already beat the game. Should I keep it here? I mean, Stalker just came. I need room. I need room. Like, I love you, Starfield, but dare I take a break? Because I want to keep. Maybe I got to keep you downloaded on a different device because there's just too many games right now to play on just one device. Bro, like I'm just saying, it's gonna have your ass swapping out, buying extra fucking storage expansion devices and shit like that. Like
yeah,
these
I'm looking
games
at those as well.
like what is it? What is it? I thought I seen something like this is a rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. But somebody said something about 300 plus gigs for fucking the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that got debunked.
Good.
I saw an article on IGN saying it wasn't 300.
But
and
like I said, it's a rumor, but we already know how it goes with Call of Duty.
At least
we already know what the fucking scope is. It's gonna be near 200 at least, probably.
Yeah.
Hell,
It's gonna be
Fallen,
big.
not Fallen Order. Hell, what was it called? What's that? Star Wars game? Not Fallen Order, the other one.
Outlaws.
No, not Fallen Order, the other
Which
one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Star Wars Outlaws, the new one, right?
No. The new one after Fallen Order.
Oh, Jedi Survivor.
Survive. Yeah. The Jedi Survive by itself was like 140 gigs, bro. That's a single player game. They're talking about adding all this good looking story to Call of Duty. Usually Call of Duty stories aren't long, but if this one ends up being long at all, I'm guessing around 200 gigs, bro.
Tragic. Now I have to install freaking Call of Duty.
Oh, you know
Thank
that
you,
campaign
Xbox.
looked pretty hot. You know you want to
Thank
try
you,
that.
Xbox. Thank you, Xbox. I was good.
What up, G?
Acting all bougie.
Yo, B.
Acting all bougie, talking about I don't play Call of Duty. Now I have to install Call of Duty. Thank you, Xbox. Appreciate you.
I mean, hey.
So, State of Decay is looking like fire. Definitely.
There
So
that shit is
after
right there. That shit looks so goddamn clean.
what? Oh,
I was just watching Metal Gear, and now and I like how the video I made cut right into Perfect Dark jumping out of a plane as well.
all right. So let's skip to
But
Perfect
can we
Dark.
stop and talk about Perfect Dark now, please?
Let's go.
I want you to go first on Perfect Dark, and I don't want you just to talk about Perfect
I
Dark,
don't care.
but I also want you to talk about the initiative and whatnot, and just how you
Ham,
felt this
I
game
thought
is
this game was
progressed.
dead. I thought this game was dead. I saw 1,000 memes talking about this game was dead. So I don't know about you guys. I don't know who was expecting this. I was shocked when I saw this. When I saw the title screen pop up saying Perfect Dark, I was like, "What? This thing is real?" But yeah, as for immersive sims, I don't really care for them. Apparently, these guys worked, or there's some people that worked on Dishonored that are working on this game.
That makes sense.
I can kind of
It
see
looks
the
very
vibes.
Dishonored.
Yeah, I can kind of see the vibes. And even though this is not really my jam, Ham, it looks nice. Maybe not the parkouring, but the fights and stuff. It's not Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk taught me to like stuff like that, mixing in like pistol play with hand to hand and melee
Yeah,
weapons, etc.
that's what kind of looks special to me in this game. But
Yeah,
continue, because I want to
yeah,
have my whole take.
yeah. So for me, I like the special ammo. It's not just like bullets. It seems like you have different types of ammo, so you can go for like a no kill run or whatever. Fruits all over the joint. All I can say is I'll give this the Elden Ring stamp of approval, Ham. And this is not saying that it's as good as Elden Ring. The Elden Ring stamp of approval, in my opinion, is a game that it's in a genre that you don't really look forward to. You don't usually engage in, but it's so good or looks so good that you end up engaging and enjoying. I think Perfect Dark looks like that to me. Exceptional in terms of what I saw. Exceptional. Go ahead.
I like that stamp of approval idea thing that you got right there. That's pretty cool because that makes a lot of sense, right? And to say that specifically using Elden Ring makes so
Yeah.
much sense because that game, it was like that third game on the schedule when you finally enter into conference play in college football. And you find out the third game is Alabama. And you're just like, oh, this is
not great.
This is not great. Like this isn't my genre. This isn't my jam. But if I
Can we say?
win, if I
Oh my
win
goodness.
this game
I'm a-
right here,
I'm a legend.
I'm gonna feel unstoppable. Don't tell me all
You've
the
essentially
people
won.
that sat there in that chair calling themselves the Elden Lord wasn't standing on business, right?
Yep. Yep.
When like I remember when I beat the game, I was just like I felt like fucking Day, right? Like I felt like fucking Day, bro. I was just like, man, I am the fucking what do you call himself? The like chief of security or something like that.
No, I don't know what that is.
I'm talking about from Friday After the Next. You ever
Oh
seen
shit,
that
I'm
movie?
dead. Yeah,
You
I've
don't
seen
remember when they were
all
you
the
don't
Friday.
remember when they were
I've seen all the
security
Friday.
guards, bro?
No, I remember. Oh fuck, I'm forgetting the name.
I felt like the goddamn
I
man.
just remember. Oh, Top Flight
Yeah.
Security. Yeah,
Top Flight
legendary
Security.
Yobi.
Thank you, Yobi. I felt I had the smile on the side and everything. Top Flight Security, you know, right?
Yeah.
But like Elden Ring made you feel like that, and you know this, and it's not just because it was the game of the year. It was because it was. I mean, because that game was insane. Like a year prior to it even coming out, actually maybe 2
Yeah.
years, because remember
Yeah.
it won most anticipated game. I think 2 years in a row at the Game Awards.
Got delayed, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Top Flight Security.
I'm not sure if it got delayed or it just never really got announced for launch.
Or maybe those are
Maybe it
rumors.
got delayed in the
but
background.
Anyway. Yeah. Go ahead.
But
you
all
and
in
your
all,
Top Flight Security, Ham.
man, I love that top flight security of the world, Craig. Yeah, I love that shit. That I'm gonna have to go back and watch that movie. That was one of my favorites from that time period. But all in all, I wanted to say that was a great comparison because there are so many games that are like that, and they don't even have to be game of the year games for you to just look at them a little differently and be like, hey. Like I feel like Cyberpunk did that, right? Most people aren't really into RPGs like that.
Yep.
Right? Like RPGs are big to us that are gamers, like everyday gamers. They're very regular to us, right? They're very regular to us, especially like with games like Mass Effect.
That's all we play, really. If you pay attention, Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah. A lot of gamers love role
Fable on the
playing.
screen.
But when you get that casual crowd into role playing, that's something special. Like Fallout, something special. I still feel like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right here on this part, and I'm gonna save this for the next topic, actually, because I'm gonna because I wanted to bring up something about Starfield. I wanted to bring up something about Starfield, but right now we are supposed to be talking about Perfect Dark, and I'm really good about jumping off topic. But anyway, so let me go back to Perfect Dark because I want to go right into Starfield after this, right? Because there's some problems I want to address with that.
It's the loading screen. That bloody loading
screen. It's not the loading screen. I can care less about the loading screen. Actually, the game loads faster than these animations that people really want. So I'm fine with the game the way it is. But as for Perfect Dark, man, like, first of all, let me just throw out one thing I was disappointed with. I was hoping that I was going to be able to bounce between first and third person.
Do the old games have third person?
No.
So, okay.
It's a selfish wish of mine. I'm just gonna be honest.
Doesn't make any sense. But all right.
Wish of mine.
All right.
It's just like Cyberpunk. I wish I had a third person.
Ah, man, I disagree with you.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a selfish wish.
I think the city The city needs to be taken in first person. I think it
I
was
want to be
built
able to
that
see
way.
my character sometimes. All the goofy looking shit that I put on him, I never see him. Stinks.
Good point. Good point.
So it's just like, yeah, yeah, that's a selfish wish that I want. That. See, and Mr. Joanna Dark said a Perfect Dark Zero added third person cover. So there you go. So in those cover moments when you're ready to shoot or whatever, before
Okay.
you aim, you go to third person, I guess. But so that's just like a selfish wish that I really wanted. But outside of that, I liked how little, like, if you noticed while looking at this gameplay, there's not a whole lot of like the game forcibly showing you where to go. You see what I'm
I
saying?
think I saw. No, rewind that, Ham. Rewind that.
I'm trying.
I saw her jump on some cardboard that looked like it had some blue paint. I saw some blue paint. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, let's see. I'm pretty sure I saw blue paint.
Look
And I
how
have nothing
long it's
against
taking
it.
you to find something, though.
All right, hold on.
I'm sure you're gonna find something and be like, aha, there it is.
Yeah, there's the blue paint. The blue paint. There it was. You saw it. Come on. But that's and I'm not even. I don't have a problem with blue paint or yellow paint or whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I was just specifically saying that I think they do kind of guide you.
Oh, of course,
Maybe
there's gonna be a kind of guy. There should be a kind of thing, but I'm just saying it's very minimalistic. And it blends
yeah,
into the
which
world
is
really well. It doesn't seem like just like everything's gray and then yellow beam. You know what I'm saying?
someone did not enjoy Final Fantasy. Okay.
I mean, I wasn't even picking on that, but I mean, it's
If
hey, if
the
that's how
shoe
you
fits,
felt when you looked at that game, then I mean, I can't blame you.
if the shoe
I
fits, man.
just thought the world looked really interesting. The hand-to-hand combat with the mixture of being able to shoot. Like, I
Yeah,
wonder if this specific part. I want to just
if you can
fast
do it
forward
several times within the game, or if it's just a special
right
set
there.
piece, right?
Like, can you really take somebody down,
Keep them down,
kill other people
and then
while
take
that
them out.
person's down, and then
Damn,
finish them like that?
I think it's possible.
That's nuts.
I
Can
can
you
see it.
mess up that sequence? I wonder.
Oh, like what happens?
Like, I
Yeah,
wonder what happens. I'm just like, I'm thinking outside the box right now. I wonder what happens,
spitballing.
like, if you pop those two people, but then like miss the
Forget to finish the
melee.
guy off.
Hey, pause.
Oh my god. Pause. Fine. Whatever. This guy forget to
Got slip.
knock out the other guy with your pistol. Lord. What happens then? Oh my goodness.
I just thought that game looked amazing. Though it was a lot better
Like if he
than
knocks you off, imagine him. If you when you mess it up, he punches you, and then you get off, you dismount, because from that move, it looks like she like kicked him, and then she mounts him with her left leg. So it would be interesting to see if there's those type of like reactions.
No diggity. All right, man.
Sam,
Well, I mean, I can't wait to play this damn game. I think it looks fire.
yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
It looks really interesting. And I'm also wondering what type of weapons that we now have, man, because I remember back in the day, like the laptop gun and shit, that was hot. that turret, like it was a gun that you could use as an automatic weapon, but you could also set it down on the ground or whatnot and use it as a turret. So you would be able to flank.
I never played any of the Perfect Dark games previously.
Man, that shit was so hot, dude. They had really good guns in that game. Like people love to talk about 007 and Perfect Dark kind of hand in hand in the 64 era, and it's because specifically those two games, not only were they shooters and you could play with other people and whatnot, but it was just nuts the type of guns that they had in those games. It was very Unreal Championship feeling, right? Or Turok. Like Turok back in the day had wild guns, especially in the game Rage Wars, which was like pretty much just a Unreal tournament.
Well, I guess between the two of us, you're the ones going to play this game for the channel because I'm interested, but I'm not like psyched.
History, bruh.
History. Yeah. I maybe I feel about Gears the way you feel about Perfect Dark.
No.
No?
I don't feel like I have a game that I feel that way about yet.
Oh, dude. Like if I didn't own
I
a
know
Series
what
X,
you feel about Gears of War. There's a lot of games that I love. Like I feel like if GTA would have stayed more on top of story instead of just microtransactions and
that'd be your game.
that would have been it, because back in the day, if you would have asked me like 15 years ago, what game like, or if you ask me right now, what game like just kind of like flipped the script for you for everything, it was GTA 3. It was literally GTA 3. Doing goofy shit like turning the cannon backwards and shooting your way to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Flying from fucking Liberty City to Staten Island. Like it was just stupid. And then obviously Vice City and so on. But pretty much after GTA 4, it just kind of
After
fell
4,
apart.
fell apart. Yeah. Something up with the number 4, dude. Gears of War as well. After 4, fell apart. Rachie, thank you for the super chat, $2 Canadian. Does anyone saw that game Body Cam release? I've seen lots of trailers. I don't think it's out. Is it out?
It's made, I think, by like some really young cats. They're like 19 or 21 or something like that. Like they're really young, and they were just really intrigued and made a game. It's not like any big budget crazy title, but it's just incredible what a few people made happen. You look at that game and you would think that it was a high caliber
like
game. And
leaked. No, it looks like leaked footage. It doesn't look like a high caliber game, man. It looks like
you're right. It looks like you're watching it looks like you're watching ATF on YouTube.
Yep.
Make a move.
Yep.
Right? It's like, oh shit, what's
it's
happening
already released
here?
June 7th.
There you go.
It's
out right now.
How much is this on Steam? Fuck, I might just buy this. It looks wild. It looks wild. Mike Johnson, what's cracking?
I'm actually gonna throw that gameplay up right now, just out of respect. Just out of respect.
Dude,
I thought that game
looks insane.
Yeah. Let's
no
look
one's
at
talking about it because of showcases. Probably.
That's a fact, though. It's hard to look past what just happened in the showcase.
Yeah, and then all the copium as well.
And then on top of this, isn't this just a PC game?
I think it's just PC. This doesn't look like anything Sony or Microsoft would even allow on their platforms.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw this up right now.
Body cam. Body cam. I can't find it on Steam. What is this thing? What's the official name? It's called Body Cam. I can't find it on Steam.
Let's go to this one.
This is weird.
Maybe it's not available in your area of
Don't
Texas.
start, Ham. Don't you even start. Wait, maybe it's one word. Oh, gotcha.
Did you find it?
Gotcha, baby. I found it.
How much is it?
Hold on. I'm opening over her. $30.
How many cups of Texas tea is it?
$30 US, Ham. This guy with this tea.
That's not bad. $30, bro. This shit looks pretty hot.
I'm gonna get it. What the hell, dude? There's no way it looks this real. That's wild. Imagine adding this plus a camp.
I wonder if there's a way to. I'm sure there's like gonna be some way to like turn this game into a VR game. That would be fucking nuts.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Body cam, everyone, available on Steam.
It says play now on Steam.
8,000 reviews, mostly positive.
Damn, let's go.
So looks like a banger. There's a 10% discount. Okay. All right, I'm copying this one.
10%
they have maps.
Being Texan. Mavs
Right,
discount.
The Mavs discount. Curiously, I prefer the Rockets to the Mavericks in Texas because Hakeem played for them, and between Hakeem and Dirk, I'm with Hakeem. Anyways, let's get back to the showcase.
I like both of them. I think they're both fire.
Yeah, but if you had to pick one,
ooh, that's tough. Ah, man, that is that. I mean, it's a tough question because one can shoot threes.
Simple question.
Today, I'd pick Dirk. When Hakeem played, I would have picked Hakeem.
Do you know why I'm taking Hakeem? Because Hakeem is scoring. He's scoring at the basket, in the mid range, and he's defending it at all-time rate.
Okay,
so
let's not do this.
You see what Porzingis is doing in the final right now. Hakeem was doing way worse than that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why you championship, but so did Dirk.
And he was laying down 30 on you. Two-time champion. All he needed was for Michael to get out the way to win twice. So Hakeem over Dirk every day. All right. Let's get back to the showcase. So we talked about Doom,
Perfect Dark,
State of Decay 3, Perfect Dark.
I wanted to talk about Starfield in particular. That's
the game
what I
that shall not be spoken about. Oh my goodness. We're going to be here another hour.
No, we're not doing that. Oh, why you put that on the screen right there?
You're the one who said you have complaints. You're the one who said you have complaints. All right.
I have some light complaints, but I do have good things to say about it too.
No one asked for the calories of these complaints.
I just posted about it just last night, but I also said in my video that I don't really want to hear too much more about Starfield until like they got a release date for Shattered Space and they add vehicles. That's the one thing I want. That's the one thing I want. Other than that,
they said that
leave me alone.
right?
I'm good with what I got. because I played it for like 8 hours last night, and I had a great time. The update for Starfield, the recent updates have added way more like interactions with people. I was just walking through fucking I was just walking through Jameson, right? And I was looking around New Atlantis, and I was on my way to go grab ammo. And since they have the new map thing that you pull out when you hit your bumper to pull out and see what shops are where, it just shows a little bit better, right? And I'm not talking about the mini map thing that it goes to a separate screen. I'm talking about like when you pull out your HUD on your eye, like and your eyes can see everything. It kind of separates everything as you're running.
Mhm.
And you know how you could see like people alive? Like
Okay.
you see the outline of them and they're blue.
Yes.
I was just randomly walking in Jameson, and I didn't anticipate this, but yeah, and I know, Kiri, the vehicles are coming, but I wanted to see them talk about it at this showcase, and they didn't, and I felt like that was a miss.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, I was walking around New Atlantis, being able to see where everything was at because I was looking for the gun shop to go buy some more ammo because I was just farming, and I seen this red outline around this person, right? And I just and it said wanted, dead or alive, and I was like, this is random. I just pulled out my gun. I pulled out my gun right in the middle of New Atlantis and just popped him right in the head. And everybody just walked by and just let it happen. And I was like, yo.
But he's wanted, right? The popo saw you and everything.
Sure, but like I just had never had that. I had never had that interaction before. And then going into space, I took on 2 different legendary battleships that had ships with them that had like 3 or 4 other ships with them that I had to defeat before I defeated the battleship. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all thought the auto guns were silly, they ain't silly when you're going versus a battleship. They are so necessary. Bro, I could not. I was fighting this one battleship for 25 minutes.
One battleship.
I took out the 3 other people or 3 or 4 other people. And I had to go into the battle, right? Because I don't have like the best of the best ship. I have a really good one. I have a C-class good ship. But I just don't have it built up. I don't have it built up the way I want it to be built because I'm waiting to hit level 100 to build the ship that I want, have all the crewmates. I have 6 right now. I'm working towards getting 8. So right now I'm just grinding, right?
But you're on 55 right now, right?
55 what?
Level 55?
No, I'm level 89.
Okay. I saw something on your tweets talking about level 55.
Level 55 was the battleship.
And you were struggling.
I was the battleship. Struggling, bro. And let me tell you, first of all, I have the base difficulty on like extreme for myself, for regular combat, but for flight combat and whatnot, I have the enemy at very hard for each of them. And they fixed the difficulty in this game because it is nothing where it felt like before where you're just walking in just it does not feel like that, like especially in those space battles. And like I said, I had one auto gun. After this fight, I ended up getting a second auto gun. It was like that. I ended up putting a second one in there and then having one manual gun to shoot because and I ended up hyper focusing on who was squad, who is in my ship right now. Like after that fight, I was like, who? Which one of y'all made that harder than it should have been? Like I was like fucking
Checking
Bobby
yourself.
Knight after a L. I was like Bobby Knight after a Final Four
You
L.
suck and you suck and you suck and you
I'm
suck.
throwing chairs on the floor and everything. Like I was hot, bro.
Goodness.
I had to revolve around this battleship, level 55 battleship, for 25 minutes with my auto turret. Because if you watch that video, there is just the video starts out, you can barely even see my ship. I'm getting barraged by ammo from sure. I'm getting shot at like crazy. And if I stop, I'm cooked. If I stop, I'm cooked. So I have my engine. If you look at it, I have my engine turned all the way up, and I'm just revolving around this thing shooting. And then as soon as it took a super hull damage, I then turned and I finally got an eye on this big ass battleship right in front of me. Took a few shots, used the big gun on it that I had to actually look at to be able to shoot. Yo, that was like one of those long ass Tales of Arise fights.
Yeah. Or what's it called? That turn-based game that you like, Persona.
Yes. That was like a battle of like, I gotta figure out how to cheese this motherfucker to death. Because I can't even look at him, yo. I can't even look at him. If he catches eye contact with me, I'm dead.
You're gone. You're gone. All I can say is a win is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. That's all I'm gonna say about that. As for Starfield, I'm just like Curie. Well, I'm a little better than Curie. I did start Starfield. I did get deep into it. Pause, but I just didn't finish it. You know what? Maybe I should buy Starfield on PC instead of buying Body.
Isn't that on Game Pass on PC for you?
You want to do this now, Ham?
I do. Or I just want to ask that question.
I don't have PC Game Pass in my region.
Wow. Check that onto the
Ham.
conversation with Crazy Louie.
That's
going to be part of the topic. We're going to talk about all of this shit.
Shit is the word. Anyways,
it's going to be like a 2.5 hour episode of you and Crazy Louie just letting everybody know. I'm going to be asking you guys. I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of fucking questions. I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna be Loke that day. I'm gonna host that show, and I am gonna have my. I'm gonna have my Excel word sheet out, and I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna let you have it, and you are gonna feel it. You are gonna feel it.
Okay? Do I sound like that? What? What's going on here?
As I sip my Texas tea,
right?
My tie. Look at me, I'm Loke.
This is not tea. That's all I'm going to say. This is not. It warms the chest, but it's not tea.
He's drinking some booty juice.
Oh, pause. Pause. Blow says I went deep and didn't finish. All right, brother. All right. Sure. Anyways, let's go back to the showcase.
I'm done with Starfield now. I'm probably gonna play more Starfield later tonight, or I might finally finish Suicide Squad. I don't know. Just depends on who's available and when, whatnot. But more than likely, I'll be playing Starfield because everybody will be busy. They usually play with.
Probably. Some Snake Eater Sweat. You know what?
He's sipping that naked snake sweat.
Let's go. Anyway, after
said, "Let's
Starfield, let's fucking go. After Starfield, there was Fallout 76. No one cares. Expedition 33, Ham. This game looked interesting.
Yo.
A turn-based game that's got a twist to it. A
with
classic twist to it. Because
QTEs.
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Final Fantasy X or was it 9 that had QTEs as well.
Yeah, I know Final Fantasy games has done it, but I'm not in the Final
It was
Fantasy.
1. I think it was 10. Anyone in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Final Fantasy X. Either way, I love what I saw. I'm very interested, Ham. What about you?
I thought the animations and everything looked hot, and it just kind of gave me like for me, that game in particular was like right place, right time, because if I was like I was yesterday, or like and what I mean by that is like 5-10 years ago, then I would have looked at that game and been like, that looks really nice, but I don't see myself trying it that much. Now I look at that game and I'm just like, yo, it has like my flavor and palette has changed so much from playing all these different games, and like I look at that game and I think Persona, but maybe Metaphor more or less look alike, kind of like
Yes,
Metaphor,
Metaphor.
like Metaphor feeling, but with like a a dash of Azura's Wrath, and I was like, yes, let's go. like there's gonna be a little bit of QTEs within the fight to remind me, hey, you don't just pick this choice and watch. You actually have to engage with this. They may hit a counter that you have to, spam that button.
You could hit the counter when they're
Right.
coming for you. That was nice. That was very nice.
Maybe there'll be like a dodge button or like you have to pick the right type of defense to like counter their move each time or so. I don't know what to really expect, but I just know that what I seen was really attractive.
Raichi points something out that I also kind of picked up on, but he put it in words perfectly. He says this game will be emotional. People from your party will maybe die because of the countdown. I saw a lot of like characters that had the same uniform that the main protagonist was wearing, but dead on the ground. So it's possible. If this mixes in some of that, I'm forgetting. That turn-based game where people die, military with aliens, XCOM. If this mixes in some of that XCOM vibe, oh my goodness, it's on.
Where like when you lose somebody, you really lose them.
They're gone. That is it. If they do that, oh my goodness. Yeah. But anyway, that's Expedition 33. Next we had this game could be game of the year for me next year. Let me write it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna write it. Where is it? There we go.
Yeah, I like that Sour Blow said evolution and turn base. It kind of, I mean, like you said, Loke, like other games maybe have done something similar, but like, I don't know, something about that. It just looks really shiny. It look really nice. I mean, it could be like that thing that, although it has possibly been done before, that maybe this game does it better.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you do it better, other things get forgotten. And that's not that's not the thing that did it better's fault.
Fortnite didn't do Battle Royale first. Call of Duty didn't do first-person shooter first. It's not about who did it first, dog. Tekken didn't do 3D fighting first.
No.
Now they own it. Street Fighter wasn't the first 2D fighting game as well, but they own that. So it's not about who did it first, brother. But anyway, sticking on topic, South of Midnight, sir. Speak on it.
Oh, I mean, I can definitely tell you that was not something I was really anticipating to like as much as I did. But here's a realization that I came to when watching it, is that these Kena-like games are getting popular. Right? In Kena,
Platformers mixed in with some...
Well, not only is it a platform, but it's platforming mixed with cleaning up an area. It's like environmental care, where it's just like Kena had that. You see, South of Midnight has that. The Gunk had that. There's a bunch of different games in the last 2 years that went for that idea. So it's not that it's an original idea, as in like what they're kind of doing with the area and cleaning it up and whatnot, but like as for like some of the mechanics that they put in, like I like that flight, that flying portion where you go into wind. I was like, that's a neat way to travel. That's pretty nice. And then that whip that she had, that she went far with that whip. It wasn't just like you have to be like within like a 20, like a 10, 15 meter proximity. It was like that motherfucker looked like it went through a football field. Like I was like, all right, like that, like that's real nice. I'm not sure if I'm not sure how often you'll be able to do that type of stuff, but seeing that and then seeing the story not be too much on the side of poor me was nice. It was like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Exactly what the fuck I mean. I'm just like, finally, somebody that's just a character.
Yep.
Like, I don't like the whole idea of, this character is this demographic and we have to fill
you
this
can't just exist.
Yeah, it felt like this motherfucker is just living in the South and this is some shit that's going down. And maybe the story could take maybe a little bit of a darker turn or whatnot. But
that's
I
not
tell
the
you
main
what,
point.
The main character seems like a pretty regular ass person, and I like it.
Yeah.
They seem like a regular person just trying to get from point A to point B. And I enjoyed that. Yeah. And like with the alligator scene with you getting back what was it, a fish? Or
what fish? Oh yeah.
That they're that she was riding and talking to?
Mud spit or something. Mud something.
Yeah, it'll pop up here in just a second. So yeah, okay, yeah. That fish right there. The conversation between them was pretty cool. It wasn't like too serious. It was kind of the way I put it in the in this little review thing that I put up was whimsical. It was just fun.
Remember Disney when it was still Disney?
Yeah, and we're gonna get into Indiana Jones here shortly. I got something to say about that.
That's what I got from that conversation. And for me, real quick on South of Midnight, I just want to highlight that point of the flying with the crows. I appreciate games that build game mechanics into the game, so you're not kind of taken out of the game, so you can do whatever is needed to be done. So with the crows, for example, as you play the game, I'm sure the first time that you play the game, they're going to give you a little tutorial, but when you see 3 or 4 crows, this is an area where you can do your parachute thingy and then you can fly or whatever. Cool, cool, cool. But as you play the game, it's not overtly in your face and this is you need to go there to fly. It kind of, the crows match the background of whatever it is that you're doing. So I like games that do that. So I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in South of Midnight. Just I'm not sure about the artistic style, Ham. I'm not sure.
I like
the
it.
world is smooth. No, I'm talking about the frames. Did you not
I know
notice
what
an
you're
issue
talking
with the
about.
frames? Yeah, I like how it looks. I don't like how it moves. Like the world is fine, but it seems like she's out of sync with the world. That's what I saw. Like when you're playing, it's fine, but in the cutscenes, it seems like she's like kind of blocky or not really. I don't know. But besides that,
I like it.
I'm interested.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I like that.
You're happy with that?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of like a claymation look. And for
Okay.
some reason, it just looks kind of cool. Like I don't ever see that in video games. So it's kind of like,
Oh, it's stop motion.
yeah, there you go, stop motion. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what claymation is, right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Well,
like,
I just have to accept that it's not for me. I'm not a fan.
yeah, I like it. I thought it looked pretty good, and I'm wondering what it'll look like just natively on the game on my like on my TV. I think it'll be even more kind of breathtaking to actually be not in control of that, because like you said, that's more like the cutscenes that are like
Yeah,
that.
when you're playing the game, it looks fine for me.
I don't
It
think
looks
they
fine
could
when you're
do
playing
that
it.
for people playing the game. I mean, like running around in that suit in Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse suit,
Ah,
like
that didn't
that.
work for
Like
me.
you do that for like 10 minutes, and you're like, all right, I'm all set.
It's more of a gimmick. It's more of a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. No, it totally is, and it's cool that it's there, but it's not something. It's like something that you would show your kid after they got done watching like Spider-Verse, and they'd play it for like that for the day, and it'd be over.
Yeah. Yeah, for me. But dude, even though I disagree with the way they've decided to go with it in cutscenes, it hasn't put enough of a damper on it for me. I'm still very interested in this game. I'm still very interested in
And
South
that
of
doesn't mean the
Midnight.
story is gonna stink either.
Yeah, yeah. One thing doesn't lead to the next. And I just want to talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, Ham, for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. I'm happy to see this diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm happy to see it. I think it matters that someone sat there and said, "Hey, what's up, One Way Dragon? Retro! It's been a minute, dude. It's been a minute, Retro." Ham,
Correct.
I think it matters. I think it matters that someone sat there and said, "We're going to make an original story and character for this specific person."
This
Because you
motherfucker said
see it
salt and
all.
pepper.
Because you see it all the time, man.
I seen that
You
shit.
see it all the time. You turn on Perfect Dark, it's an original character. Let's go back to this list. Freaking Expedition 33, original characters. Hmm?
Hmm.
You go to okay. We'll get to that one after. Fable, original character. Indiana Jones, original character. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, original character. For me, I like this type of diversity, equity, and inclusion because it's what everyone else gets. Why can't we get original stories, original settings, original everything? Get our own shit. So I'm very happy for this.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
much
done.
like was it Stalker 2 as well?
Yes, just like
Goes
Stalker
right
2.
into that bag as well.
Exactly. They get their stuff. We should also get some of our stuff. I don't want to wake up tomorrow, right? Boot up the next which game? Which game? Let's say Expedition 33. Let's say the main protagonist is that dude or that chick that you saw there in Expedition. And then the next thing we find out in 2028, Expedition 34 now has a character that has nothing to do with the main characters of 33. Come on, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, I'm happy for this, and I can't wait to play South of Midnight. Yodani and in the correct setting, bro. But we're not. This is not a political pod. All right, this is not Sunday. This is Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Hamothy, you ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Next, we have Flintlock. More original, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Let's go. Thoughts?
I thought Flintlock looked surprisingly good to me, and I'm saying that as a person that recently just said that he's kind of tired of the Souls like kind of thing. I mean, the last game to intrigue me enough to get into it was Stellar Blade. And I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, Stellar Blade is nothing like a Souls. Man, fuck off. Get out of here. A lot of there's a lot of similarities within within those specific genre of games. You do certain things very correct and you get the kill. You don't do it correctly, you die.
Your ass is toast.
Exactly. There's not a whole lot of arguing in between. So Flintlock also has those elements of Souls-like, and I didn't really think I was gonna be. And here it is, right here on the screen. I didn't really think I was gonna still be interested in the game because I'm starting to kind of fall backwards a little bit on games like Black Myth. I'm not really looking forward to that as much as I was a couple months
Really?
ago. Yeah. Like I'm just kind of
Yeah.
I'm just kind of exhausted with games trying to do this. Like I'm just seeing this over and over. Even with Wu Chang, I was like, as good as going in the Game Pass because I'm not buying that.
I'm not
Like
getting it.
I'm not buying it. It's and it kind of goes with Flintlock as well. Like I'm excited to play it, but like I am winded with it, but I am surprised how good the game looked and the added sensation of being able to have guns with melee. It just kind of reminds me of like Remnant, I guess. Remnant felt
Oh
really good,
man, I still have to go back
but
to
this game
Remnant.
has so much more traversal. It has better melee combat, so it has a lot of promise, in my opinion, dog.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What I didn't know, Rachie, send me a DM. I need to see what this is about. All right. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. All right, so Flintlock, you're only gonna give it a go because it's on Game Pass. That's all.
That is kind of like kinda. I mean, to be honest, I mean, when you put the line of games that are coming out this year and you say, hey, which ones do you want to put your money on? I'm not putting my money on this
Flintlock.
one in particular, not because it's bad, but it's because I'm exhausted from these kind of games. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's not
Okay.
even it's not the game's fault. The game didn't do anything wrong. The game
It's
is
the
doing what
genre
the game
that's
is.
burnt you out.
But it's like I mean, if you made a compilation video with all the games running at the same with all the games running at the same resolution and frame rate, and you took like and you took like Wu Chang,
Don't
what?
do it, Ham. Don't
Yes,
do
I'm
it.
doing it. I'm doing it. Rise of
God
Ronin,
damn it.
um,
Oh
uh,
no.
the couple of games shown off at the PlayStation showcase. That being that I think there was like a man
Something Blade Zero.
yeah,
Phantom Blade Zero.
there's the Blade Zero game that was shown at Keighley's show, but I'm talking about the ones shown at the Sony showcase. There's those two games as well that were very very similar. And you just made a compilation videos of that. You might mix up or think that 3 of those games are really just one out
Oh
of the
my
5.
goodness.
You might
This
mix up and be
guy.
like, "Oh, that's Rise of Ronin," and these other 2 games, I thought they were the same.
Like Assassin's Creed Yasuke, for example, could also be Rise of Ronin.
No,
No?
I feel like that game is more comparable to like a Ghost of Tsushima than it is a Souls like kind of game where most of those games have an enemy that jumps 50 feet in the air and then bombs on you. And then you know what
Jesus.
I'm talking about, like that animation that like all of those games use, where it's just like one big enemy. Either you jump up and do some crazy attack, or they jump and then stick their like fork into you or something like that from like 3 stories up. It's like I don't know. It just yeah, exactly. Like Matt Likes Game says exactly what I feel like. We see in a lot of Rise of the Ronin DLC.
All right.
But that's the one. But the one thing that stuck out about Flintlock in particular was now I get to use a gun. Like great, that gives me more, and then the traversal of it looks really interesting too. So I feel like if you put that in those compilations of those games, you would know that Flintlock was totally different. You see what I mean?
Yeah. I'm still looking forward to it. Next, we had Fable. I got nothing for you, Ham.
Okay. You got
I got
nothing for me on Fable?
I got nothing. I didn't play the first 2.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was looking for something to excite me. I'm not excited. I need to see more.
Fair enough.
You need more people.
What do you mean more people?
You need more gameplay. You need to sell me on this game. I'm not sold on that game. I'd rather play Flintlock than play Fable. From what I saw at the showcase. Anyway, you have anything to say about Fable? Or are we good?
I think Fable looks amazing. Especially coming from playing like I beat Fable 1, beat Fable 2, got pretty far into Fable 3, didn't finish that. But knowing what I played and seeing what I see here, they are kind of showing it off in a way that only a person that has played Fable could really appreciate, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
And they also mixed in, a little bit more of a joking feel. I feel like in this one, like more comedy. Dry humor, sure, but more comedy. I thought it looked like I personally thought Fable was one of the best, if not one of my like outside of maybe knowing that I don't have to pay for Call of Duty anymore with they go into Game Pass, and then and then also seeing that Gears got announced. I think that oh, man, it's like Fable and Perfect Dark are pretty neck and neck. But I want to give it to Fable in particular.
Ahead of Doom.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a Doom guy like that. What? Wait. Should I have made that face when you were talking about Fable just a moment ago? I mean, Sour Blow saying, "Bro, kick him out." The podcast. He talking about you. You ain't talking about me.
I know. Go ahead, Em. Go ahead.
I mean, like, I mean, Doom is great. Doom looked amazing. Doom was probably like the smoothest looking game that had gameplay.
Richie doesn't like Doom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a Doom guy like that.
Something's wrong with me.
No, there's nothing wrong with you.
You haven't played Fable.
You're not
so
me.
Now my opinions are now zero because I haven't played Fable. Gotcha, Sour Blow. Ham, go ahead, finish your point. You were saying that after Gears of War, Fable is number 2.
I would probably say that. I'd probably say that for sure. And not number 2, number 3, because number one was Call of Duty. Me not having to pay for that, that not being something that's flying out of my pocket or something I even have to consider now. It's just going into Game Pass, like I think a type of game like that should go. And I'm gonna say the same thing with the Maddens, the 2Ks, the WWE games, just the FIFAs, all like all of that stuff that people try to give you every year. Just throw that shit in a subscription service. Like I'm all set. Like I don't need to buy that every year.
Put it in Game Pass.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't. I don't need to be like, oh well, I guess here in September the new 2K comes out. There goes another $70.
But Ham, when they bundle it with NBA League Pass for 1 year, kind of need to just get it.
I mean, that is a pretty amazing deal, and I might have to talk to Matt about that because we game share, and I know he likes to, and I know he likes to get 2K every year. And if he's gonna pay that, maybe I offset the rest for the League Pass thing, and then he just and then I just have him throw games up on the fucking Discord for me and him to sit and watch or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So after Fable, we got extended gameplay for Indiana Jones. I notoriously said I wasn't impressed with Indiana Jones. After seeing this extended
gameplay,
and
I called you insane, and then somebody after the show came into our comments and was like, "Leave him alone. He just has an opinion." They were all mad at me. They were mad at me for getting on to you about it. I was just like, dude, you're out of your mind. That game looked amazing, and you're like, no, I thought it looked like trash. And the person that, of course, probably doesn't like Xbox was like, yeah, it is trash. Let him have an opinion. You shut the fuck up.
How do you know what the person sounds like?
That man came in through.
How do you know?
Do you know what shut the fuck up mean?
How do you even know what he or she sounded like, or they sounded like?
That's what I just imagine, though.
Whatever sounded like. Oh my goodness, that was wild.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you though, when you came out, when you came out talking about fucking Indiana Jones looking all crazy, bro, was like we were just like, what the fuck is this? Like, is this man really saying this shit right now? I feel like that's what Sour Blow was just thinking when he heard you talk about Fable.
Well, it is what it is.
look, Sour Blow said.
What?
How the F is he still on? Turn his mic off.
Unfortunately, this is also mine. Unfortunately. Ham, after seeing this extended look at Indy, I'm interested. I'm not saying it's going to be a banger, but I will retract my statement. Previously, I said I wouldn't even install this, even if it came free on Game Pass. I retract that statement. I will definitely install this and give it a go. This looks like a good time. No lies. The German dancing like a clown in the Indiana Jones trailer was the worst part of the show.
Oh yeah, so remember, I told you I wanted to talk about Indiana Jones in particular.
Yeah.
And there is a reason for that. And I like that it and just because Ray Cheese said that re-triggered what I wanted to say. This game right here, I'm not mad at Machine Games for the way the story is at all.
I'm lost.
I'm talking about the dancing guy, the dancing German, like
Okay.
the fight scenes, the interactions, how they end up going. It screams Lucasfilms. It does. It just does. Like it or not, if you don't like like in my opinion, if you don't like this game, you're not gonna like the movies because the movies are just like that.
Yeah.
It had those corny ass moments where it's like catch and the person fumbles or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those corny over the top, like I've seen this before type of stuff is like kind of Indiana Jones to the T with that. But the way that they purposefully implement it is like it's over the top, right? Where it's like corny, but then he pulls out a whip and does something insane, and then it's like I ain't so corny anymore, motherfucker. Like it's just it's just interesting, and I just wanted to say that it is Indiana Jones as Indiana Jones could get, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it. I'm interested. When it comes up, I'll give it a go. I'll retract my statements. I'll take an L on that one. Next we had Wu Chang Fallen Feathers.
I feel like I just talked about this game.
Yeah, you just spoke about this, but I'll be brief about this. I'm the complete opposite of Ham Solo. I don't have a problem with how many Souls-like games we have coming out. I'm excited for all of them. I don't think I'll have time to play all of them, but I'm going to buy as many as I can. I'm going to play as many as I can. Long live Souls-like games. Next, we had Avowed. We got some story perspectives. Apparently, it looks like it's going to be 3 main factions that you that you can pick. Did you glean anything from the showcase? Are you more or less interested in Avowed, Ham?
I'm probably just as interested in Avowed as before.
Okay, nothing's changed.
Nothing really changed there for me with Avowed. Like I'm excited for the game, and about as far as that goes. Yeah. I mean, to me, Avowed is still kind of a mystery, right? I still don't know what I'm looking at with Avowed, but I know what I'm looking at doesn't look bad. And I know it's an RPG. So it's like, how much can they really tell me?
No,
you know what I mean? Like they can't. I mean, I guess they could give me choices, but then that could be revealing the game.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just like this game seems like they'll be way more chatty, like the devs, the PR, and all that stuff after the game comes out because they'll want to interact with people about how they chose to go down this route or something like that, or what they chose to use, or I just think there's going to be a lot of different ways to play this game, and there's not a whole lot that you can say about it. You just kind of got to get your mitts on it and figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. Next we had Atomfall. This one looked like BioShock in the UK.
I heard Matt say it reminded him of Atomic Heart.
Oh yeah, he said Atomic Heart mixed with BioShock, if I'm not mistaken. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm kind of interested. I'm not super psyched for it, but I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, it was a good looking game, but I'm not sure if that's something I'm dying to play.
Yeah.
It's another one
Next
of
we
those like I'm happy it's going in the Game Pass, because if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't play.
Probably not. Next we had probably Game of the Year, Assassin's Creed Yasuke. I'm calling it Assassin's Creed Yasuke. Thoughts on the extended gameplay, Ham?
That I get really nervous when I see that game, to be honest.
Why?
Because it is a damn good looking game, and I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan.
Oh.
So it could, like, as you put it earlier, Elden Ring me.
Yep.
Where I'm
Next
not
thing you're
really
stuck.
into the Elden Ring effect, to where I'm like, I traditionally don't love these games. Odyssey I thought was gonna Elden Ring me, but it didn't. It was just a good time, but it wasn't like a great experience, the greatest experience for me. It didn't make me be like, oh, I love Assassin's Creed now. But when I looked at this game, I was just like, wow. But anyways,
Oh my
wow.
god.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
Yo.
But anyways, so
Never change, Mishi. Never change.
no, never. No, never. But yeah, that game just had like that like Ghost of Tsushima look that everybody's been begging from Ubisoft to do, and
Mhm.
I felt like they may have even took it a step further, right? Because
How so?
Ghost of Tsushima was fairly graphic in some ways,
Yes, it was.
but Assassin's Creed was just like his head's gone.
Oh. Yeah, they went
This
in all
isn't
the
no
way.
like shadow with a head rolling, like the cinematicness of Ghost of Tsushima is sometimes, right? Where it's like you kill somebody and it'll just like have like a
cuts.
special kind of cut moment to like
Yeah, and then you see it.
emphasize the feeling,
You see
like
some
like
blood
especially when you beat the
splatter.
last character, you know,
Yes.
it has that like extra emphasis to where it's like you almost go into another dimension.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed is like, oh no, there goes his head. And yeah, like Yasuke stabbing motherfuckers, bringing them in the sky, and then slitting the rest of his sword out of him like a fucking like that is brutal. When I think about that kind of stuff, I think of like things like Rambo. You ever
You think
seen
it's
one
gonna
of
be
the newer Rambos where Rambo sticks his knife or sword or whatever that machete, big ass looking
Yeah, it looks like a
thing
machete.
was, and he like put it into dude's stomach and like cut the other half of his stomach out, and when he rolled down the hill, it was like two separate pieces, but they rolled
Yes.
together. Like that's the way I kind of thought of the
Or when
way
he
that
grabbed,
Yasuke is stabbing through these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
yeah.
yo, he really just brought bro in the sky with his sword and just cut the rest of his sword through him. Like we thought Ghost of Tsushima was graphic, which it is, but that
Yep.
was brutal.
That was extra. Salblo says it's as brutal as my takes. Jeez.
Damn.
Well,
there you go.
So
it's brutal.
After Assassin's Creed, we saw Stalker 2. This one for me, it looked just like I got the same vibes that I got for Metal Gear, where it was like, yeah, I already know that I'm excited for this. I already know that I can't wait to play it. So what's next? Ham, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, we thought we were going to be playing this game in 2022, right?
Yeah.
So it's more or less like, yeah, we know you're good, can't wait to play it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing that's heartwarming about this thing at all, and it tips the scales a lot, is that you know that this development crew went through absolute literal hell to get this game out.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like
They made it.
so as much as some of us maybe like shrug the shoulders like, oh yeah, Stalker 2, sure, yeah, I know, I want to play it. Okay, good enough. You didn't need to show this. I want to play it. It's more or less like the way I kind of want to try to look at it is like it's more of a tribute of like the trials and tribulations of getting this game out. Like it's just like I feel like this specific game coming out will just completely shove the older games kind of to the side. Right? Because I feel like this moment is not only just the game launching out, but the developer finally being like, we did it.
Yeah. Kind of feels like you might have to buy this even though it's going to Game Pass.
Yeah. It's kind of like
if ever.
It's one of those like support the devs on overload kind of conversations, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind having some memorabilia just because I know what that game went through. So if they had like some sort of like collector's edition for this, that you can like
that'd be
get like
interesting.
some sort of like backpack or something, like I think that's what I'd want to put it to. I wouldn't want to just get the game because I can just play the game in Game Pass. I'd want to get something to where it's like, hey, where were you when this game came out? Oh, I got this, I was there, and those motherfuckers, they literally put their lives on the line for this game. So, like,
yeah.
All right.
When they say it was made under duress, that's not a joke. It's very real. So I'm checking here, Ham, and there's nothing. As far as physical is concerned, we only have the standard edition, the deluxe edition, and the ultimate edition. And they're all just like CD cases with the extras. But no, hold on. Oh, my bad. That I was on the digital section.
Can you please
Okay.
post that onto this? Present that to the screen.
All right.
Go. I support an Elon instead of Google. Okay.
Yeah. So standard edition, physical, right?
Yes, there is a backpack on the Ultimate Edition. Let's go.
Yeah. So standard edition, you get the standard plus PO bonus, steelbook, letter from the developers, souvenir, zone permit, sticker pack. The limited edition gets you everything else, plus the zone map, poster, faction patches, military token, keychain with fire starter. And then the collector's edition gets you all of that, plus the art book and stalker figurine. Oh, okay, that's a cool figurine. And then the ultimate edition, which is the one Ham's getting for $379 is all of that, plus the artifact container lamp and the stalker backpack. Oh, there's a lamp. All right.
Can you click on that to make it bigger?
I don't know. No. I guess I
Okay.
have to zoom in.
Yeah, can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Look at this man. He knows how
All
to
right.
use a keyboard.
Whatever. So there you go.
No.
This is the
Slide to the
standard.
right if you can. I'm trying to see the nice one.
What the fuck? I
Can you
can't
not slide
slide.
to the right?
It's not letting me slide.
Oh my
This
goodness.
sucks. Hold on.
That's trash. Oh,
Okay, there we
that's
go.
good enough.
Yeah. So yeah, you got the lamp, the backpack, stickers, and whatever, and the figurine as well.
So I'm either gonna do the collectors or the ultimate. I'm not $379. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's it's more than a Series S. It's
But I
pricey.
definitely, but like what I'm going for, what I want to know, what I'm going to get regardless is I definitely want that figurine.
Yeah, I think the
So that
figurine
like
is definitely enough time.
yeah, because I want to put that like somewhere on here or something like I don't know. Maybe I'd just move over my 64 and Saturn and put it where I have this X-Man case at right now. Something
Damn,
like that.
X-Men for the loss. That sucks.
No, X-Man for the move. It'd move somewhere else.
For the move.
There's a spot right here for X-Men, just one level down.
There we go. There we go.
Right next to
Oh,
game I need to
the
finish.
goat. The goat. Lastly, on the Xbox Showcase front, we've got the all digital Series X. Oh my god, Gogo, really? Through Twitter. Okay. Ham. All digital Series X. Yes. No.
All digital Series X. Nah, not a chance.
A 2 terabyte SSD, dude. Nothing.
No, it's just like, why am I gonna buy a whole nother console for more storage space? I'm all set. It's the same fucking console. Like, it's just for people that want, that are a little bit more minimalistic and they don't have it already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's not for me.
All right. Well, moving on. Let's get to one or two responses to this showcase, Sam. Let me move us up here. There's some stuff I wanted to show you. So first off, we got a messy response here to the showcase from Mr. Tony Polanco. Said
Oh
some good.
no, I've seen this. This man is out of his fucking mind. Can you zoom?
There.
That's that. Zoom in just a little bit more. For the people in the back.
Oh my god.
They need to know that this shit don't be making any sense. No good reason. No good reason just says that it was just a 3 out of 10. And like I don't see how you come like even some of like the most like diabolical Xbox, haters out there were just like,
yo,
this is what we need from Sony, right?
Yep, essentially.
But like, I don't know how you come away with that much variety in a show and think that it's way under average. Like, this is very similar to like the score I'd give, like I would have gave like the PlayStation State of Play.
Mm-hmm.
Because that legit wasn't like really doing anything for us except for those that may be fans of like a game like Concord or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm not. So like that game, I mean that show was short and it didn't have anything other than Astrobot that I was interested in. This showcase had like 30 games. A ton of them going into Game Pass, and I mean, I mean, there's no way for me to like make sense of what he's saying right now. Can you help? Maybe you can.
No, Ham. No, hell no. Mm-mm. Leave me out of this. All right. Oh shit! He deleted it. No,
He deleted it.
That post has been deleted. Lord in heaven, he deleted. Damn.
That's tragic.
So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Sony Ponies got butt kicked by Xbox Sunday. Poor IGN. Leave IGN out of this, Sir X-Man. What are we talking about here? Oh my goodness. He gave Matt. He gave it a 3 out of 10, and then at least he deleted it after him because the ratio here. Yeah, because look at the ratio, Ham. It's 500.
Dude, he's getting pounded.
And yeah, it's not pretty.
No pause. Resume. He was getting pounded. He was getting fucking abused.
No pause, no lube, no nothing. Just relentless, dude. God damn. Neo GameSpark said 3 out of 10. Pretty wild. Black Viking, friend of the show, coming in here with one of the classics.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so people are asking him, what show did you watch? Umbra, 3 out of 10. Oh my goodness, Umbra. Dude, Nib is a big time PlayStation guy. He's my guy. And he says, oh damn, different strokes indeed. So when you've got even PlayStation people saying, bro, what's wrong with you?
Bro, the whole community was just like,
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What did your dumb ass say it?
Shut your dumb ass. Oh my god. Oh.
Shut the fuck up. Do you know what?
Yeah, essentially that's what happened. Y'all see Tim Dog burning bridges over console. Burning bridges with who? Tim Dog said fuck old. Oh, he said fuck Colt Eastwood. Colt
yeah,
East
he did.
Ho.
He sure did. He sure did.
What?
Yeah. Maybe
Colt East Ho.
I'll send that to you. That was pretty neat.
Yo,
that was pretty neat.
That's unfortunate.
He
Jeez.
went crazy hard on Tim. Or Tim went crazy hard on Colt. It was crazy.
He sent some shots. Colts. God damn. Yeah, I never trusted Colt. His hairline is suspicious. Explain, please. I'm curious. What's wrong with Colt Eastwood's hairline? I don't understand. Right. Well,
It looks
Ham's
like
looking that up.
I'm not sure. It might have been deleted.
Well, I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked either.
Why haven't stopped following Tim Dog? Like, when will people move on from these people who just for toxicity? You know what? People like watching a trash fire. That's what I'll say. Next, before we get into Ubisoft Forward, one more video just for shits and giggles. This was a PlayStation podcast.
If you go to the official PlayStation blog,
Okay.
Stefan Veralt, who is the design director at Guerrilla Games,
Mhm.
he said in his own words, it's co-developed, which means in cooperation, which
Okay.
means if you ever played a co-op game, usually you do one part, another person do another part.
No, that's okay. Go ahead, finish up. That's a sentence you was gonna say?
That one didn't age quite so well.
It says co-developed by Guerrilla Games, and Studio Gobo.
Okay.
Lego Horizon Adventures. What's that?
That all they say?
That's actually hilarious.
It's all.
What do you mean? Is that all they say? That's all they need to say. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is that all they say? That's all they need to say, dude.
No, it's not.
Come on, bro.
Definitely not. You know what development is? You know what?
Oh my God, bro! Jesus Christ, bro!
What the
Yeah,
fuck, bro?
this is why I watched this,
Listen,
man.
I do not want to end up on Oh No, It's Alex, dog. We're not doing this.
Against all the evil that hell
What do you say?
can conjure,
Rewind that. Run that back.
all the wickedness that
I do not. Oh my God, bro! Jesus Christ, bro!
What the fuck, bro? Y'all niggas don't want
Listen. I don't want to. Hey, listen, I do not want to end up on Oh No, It's Alex, dog. We're not doing it.
Oh no. Oh my God. Yo, listen. Bro. Oh. Oh. Wow.
I mean, that was incredible. He sincerely looks worried.
He was like, bro, don't do this. Don't do this.
He said, I am not doing this right now.
Oh, fuck.
Look at that
My
face.
flu's
It
coming
looks.
back.
I feel like I'm watching Explore with Us right now. Like right here is like the face of like one of the last times you've seen like milk box kind of shit right there. Like this man looks absolutely terrified.
Oh my God. Whew. Yes, Curate, you're right. People fear Alex bad. It is bad. Like Alex and Fritanga, you don't want to end up on those guys' videos. You don't want to do it.
That was amazing. I need you to run that back just one more time. That was, it was just go back 10 seconds, please.
Oh my Lord.
All they
Right
need
there,
to
it's
say, dude.
No, it's not.
Come on, bro.
Definitely not. You know what development is? You know what?
Oh my God, bro! Jesus Christ, bro!
What the fuck, bro? Y'all niggas don't want
Listen. I don't want to. Hey, listen. I do not want to end up on Oh No, It's Alex, dog. We're not doing this.
against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them. Only you.
We're not doing this, dog. No, we're not doing it. You need to stop. Because they're going to clip this and I'm going to be on that same freaking thing. And I'm not tired of it. I'm not going to be, hey, oh no, man, if you're watching this, just clip his face, dog. Don't put me in your...
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Doc, my guy.
My guy, bro.
If you go,
Oh man, that's probably the video of the week. Just a person that I've repeatedly called a clown. That is a clown. That is King Thrash. I mean, I literally couldn't take any of his BS anymore, and I ended up blocking him just last week or something like that. I was just like, this dude just genuinely stinks. And there you have it. Mr. Go buy a PS5 himself, not making any sense in front of a majority of PS5 guys.
Bro.
Like outside of like Doc Dark, everybody else there is majority on PS5.
Yep.
So
and everyone is clowning him like, bro,
and you have the one guy from Xbox trying to save you, dog. Like say, don't do this. Don't do this.
Oh my goodness.
That's some shit.
All right then. And that was what's this? Bro King Thrice Stinks had that bozo muted for a while. All right. Well, that was story time for us to, have some fun before we carried on with the show. Hamothy.
Yes.
Ubisoft Forward. You mind putting that up, please?
Ooh.
I sent it on Discord.
Go ahead.
All right. So here we go. Ubisoft Forward 2024. Everything announced. Ham, if it doesn't matter to you, just don't say anything. Then we'll keep it pushing. New Star Wars Outlaws gameplay revealed. Prince of Persia.
I'm excited for it. I'm interested in doing that, flying in the planets and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of people are dogging on Starfield about not being able to do that. So I'm interested to see how they implement it into theirs. And I'm wondering if it's going to be something that I love every single time, or if it's something that I'm just like, can we move on?
Okay, now I have to defend. Starfield. Even if Star Wars implements the landing and leaving of planets to make it seamless like No Man's Sky, it's not really a big leap considering that Star Wars is not dealing with everything that Starfield's dealing with in terms of.
That's a fact.
The universe.
Like keeping everything together is what you're talking about.
Keeping everything together, even the choices that you make that then have to continue to persist after you've made said choices. These are things that, to my knowledge, Star Wars Outlaws is not doing. So we need to chill on that one, on that comparison, in my opinion. Next, we saw Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake coming in 2026. Not much was shown, really. They just showed a lamp rewinding in time. That's pretty much it. Like I said on Twitter earlier, I'm not.
This is for you.
Go ahead, continue. You're good. I was just gonna throw in some gameplay of Star Wars Outlaws.
As soon as the ad is done. I've never been a fan of Prince of Persia. But I'll give it a go when it comes out. But I'm not really stressed about the game. Problem with Starfield is it doesn't have to not do the landing that Star Wars Outlaws is not doing. It's simply optimization. We know it is because we just got 60 FPS off them. Yeah, it's optimization is one of the issues, but I was specifically addressing Ham's point about landing on the planet. There's no need for all these loading screens. Yeah. So Ham,
Yeah,
Prince of
you've said that
Persia.
plenty of times that you don't like all the loading screens and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't think
I've said
anybody
it.
really does. I mean, I to be honest, like playing Starfield and getting as deep as I'd gotten in Starfield, and then going back and playing Fallout, I was just like, oh, this is just kind of their thing.
It's kind of what they've always done.
Exactly.
It would have been nice.
So it's not, and we all know like Fallout is a great game. It's touted as one of the greatest games of all time. So
True.
like, so like when I see that happening in Starfield, I could see why somebody kind of want less load screens. Hell, like I said, Loki.
It's just that Fallout. It's just that Fallout is not Xbox exclusive, Ham.
Sure, but that doesn't make the just because something becomes exclusive to a platform doesn't then all mean there are no borders anymore and we don't have any confines that we need to work within. And then on top of on top of that, is that their vision or your vision? You see what I'm saying? Like they
I see what you're
envisioned the
saying.
game to do what they wanted to do. They did that. I mean, as I said about whatchamacallit earlier, like there's certain things that I selfishly want in a video game that it's missing, but it's not the game's fault.
Yeah, yeah. Ham, as far as load screens are concerned, me and you are going to go to the grave fighting about this. We're going to be talking on the PlayStation 7 and the Xbox, whatever they're going to be calling it by then, and I'm still going to be bitching about the load screens. It is what it is.
I do. The one thing I agree on is it would be nice if. I mean, it's hard to even want that because then you're like, well, how are they going to do that with every planet? But it'd be cool to have like some sort of scene on, maybe you're not even in control of it and it's skippable if you want to, but
okay.
But going into space and then just watching your ship kind of go into the planet itself and then fade into you being on the ground like almost immediately.
Wait, isn't that what it does now? I don't understand.
Not exactly. Now it's like you kind of just pick the planet and just goes into the load screen.
Yeah, but doesn't it show that video of like the ship landing and whatever?
It does, but I'm just talking about that part in between. Would be kind of cool if they just made it to like your ship kind of disappearing into the planet, and then the next scene that comes on is you just kind of coming out of the sky, and then actually landing onto the planet.
So eliminating the load screen itself and then hiding it behind like an animation of the ship
you just going
the planet.
into the distance of the planet and your ship kind of just disappearing. But then you got to remember they got to do that with all of the planets, and then it's like, well, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, they advertise 1,000 planets. That means you're doing that 1,000 times.
1,000 animations. Well, you have AI, all right? Figure it out.
And that's why it's going to be more relevant in the future. Is for mass things like those, like that people want, but it takes so much manpower. And then it's like, oh, well, we have our little buddy named AI now, so go do that 1,000 times. And they're like, sure,
1,000 times. Done.
No problem.
And then
No problem, boss.
Someone gets paid to make sure that like the green tinged planet has the green tinged video attached to it. And that.
Yeah, the AI is like, do you want 1,000 more?
Yep. And then you're gonna have to send Ham to go and verify those 1,000 more.
And then we're gonna need fucking 30 terabyte consoles for these fucking games that are gonna be outrageously sized because AI can do so much. And you know, I'm just waiting for the day that for that one developer or one crew or indie to make a game just so big that it's
and
just like
deep.
uncomfortable.
There's everything there, and it's like it's everything. You want to
I'm
be
just waiting for that day.
Yeah, like the game that says you want to be a bounty hunter there, and there's 1,000 missions just for that, and a whole universe just for that specifically. Do you want to have your own farm? There is essentially farming simulator within this game.
Yep. Or do you want to live in the city? And do you want to run and do drills with your neighbor or with the guy down the street? He can come
And then
with
become an NFL player. Then become an NFL player and get drafted, have a career.
you. Oh my God.
It's there. It's there.
I was thinking more, I was thinking a little bit more fantasy, like, you know, something added to it, but you're just talking about life.
Exactly, dude. I'm thinking, you know how is it Fortnite? I think it's Fortnite that has
There's a game called
like these
Second
hubs.
Life.
It's not great. The thing is, you don't want to just have the functions. It has to work and look good as well. Second Life, if I'm not mistaken, there's something wrong with the economy. It's kind of off. People think we're suffering because dude, No Man's Sky is so mid. I'm sorry. I'm done. You know what? I hate when people bring up No Man's Sky when we're talking about Starfield. No Man's Sky is so below Starfield, it's not even funny.
Damn.
I don't wanna
That's a different
entertain that.
game.
I'm sorry. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Ham, if you put them next to each other, right, and say compare these two games, which is what usually happens when you bring up Starfield, someone brings up No Man's Sky. What are they forcing you to do there, Ham? What are they forcing you to do?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
when we talk about Forza Horizon, then you bring up Gran Turismo 7. It's completely different genres. A surface level, sure, they're both racing games, but it's completely different genres. But if you put them next to each other, then you force me to pick one, I will. And it's gonna hurt your feelings. So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, okay, you guys are talking about No Man's Sky. Fact. Okay, guess so X-Man also doesn't appreciate No Man's Sky. They're both on Game Pass. And I'm pretty sure more people are playing Starfield than No Man's Sky. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's more people on Starfield. Next time, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Somebody might clip that.
I don't care. Thoughts? Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
I honestly don't really care.
Same. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Sorry, Assassin's Creed Yasuke. There was a gameplay deep dive. That's one that you're talking about. It looked brutal. Looked vicious.
Yeah, that game looked amazing. Yeah, I can't wait for that joint. But the thing is I'm going to be playing that through Ubisoft Plus probably.
Not gonna buy it.
Nah, because like I've told you prior, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan, and I don't even know if I'm gonna like this, but it really looks like this isn't. It looks like it'll be hard to hate. If that makes
it does.
Sense. Because I mean, it just looks really freaking clean. Oh, this is just a music performance. God damn it, I don't care about that. Oh man, I couldn't tell you how little I care about that.
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. DLC is revealed. Did you end up finishing The Lost Crown?
No, I didn't really love that game. I liked and it's not even that it's a bad game, it's just not for me. I liked and I didn't even finish this game yet. Zao.
Oh, Tales of Kenzera Zao.
Yeah, I haven't finished that game yet, even though I'm
you and me both,
pretty
brother.
far into the game. And And I enjoyed that more, but I enjoy that more because the story's tight. It's not very long. As for like Prince of Persia, it seems like that game, if that game will ask you to do a ton of different things on your way to finishing it. And I'm kind of a sucker sometimes for doing off the cuff kind of things, but then it leads me to not finishing the game itself.
Yeah.
And then if it's not like a game I love, then I'm just like, well, I don't really care, whatever. And that's how I felt about Persia.
And then because of what we do, another banger comes out and we have to get it to cover it for the show or to review it for one of the websites that we work for, and boom, the game is gone. It's now permanently in your backlog. One day. So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. I like No Man's Sky and Starfield. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Curie is getting her heart broken about Tim Dog. It's real. Moving on. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, the Skybreaker is coming next month. We got a trailer for the Skybreaker, the next big story DLC coming. Okay, Ham, you played a lot of this game. Are you interested in the DLC?
No.
I never understood any of the passion for Avatar. From the movies to the game, nothing. I don't get it. So whatever. X Defiant Season 1 starts next month. Ham, you said you gave it a go and you're not a fan.
Not a fan. Matt really likes this game, and kudos to him. But for me, it's just...
You're good.
It's just not... It's just a little too stiff of a game for me.
Mm-hmm.
Gunplay is nice, but the thing I like about Call of Duty is that like I can go prone and do kind of whatever I want. In that game, I feel like it's very... They want you to do this. They want you in these confines. It does feel pretty restrictive, and it doesn't feel like because a game like Halo is restrictive, right? But it makes sense in its world. Yeah. As to this game, X Defiant kind of feels like a restrictive version of just a Call of Duty like Smash Brothers game. And I say Smash Brothers because it's just like a bunch of characters within Ubisoft. And it's them trying to be something like Call of Duty, but in a very restrictive way. And it's just, to me, it's just not enough. And it's fine that it's free because nobody has to buy this. I didn't have to buy that to figure that out for myself. There's people that love this game. Like I said, Matt likes it a lot, but it's just
not for you.
I'm rocking with Call of Duty still. Like there is no I'm playing both. It's that I deleted this game off of my console and I'm done with it.
All right.
Maybe if they announce something new, I might come back and give it a shot, but I'm not there with it yet.
Wow. All right. Next, we have Skull and Bones got an update. I don't care. Ham?
I mean, I keep forgetting about this game.
Next, we had the Crew Motorfest Year 2 roadmap revealed. I also don't care.
I care a ton more about this than I do about Skull and Bones. I can tell you that much. This game is actually fun. The Crew Motorfest is actually a fun game. It's just kind of so familiar or so similar to Horizon that it's hard for me to get like amped about it, right?
Yeah.
Like it feels like it got too close to that formula and it's not as good. So it's weird going out of my way to play it.
Isn't this the one that you can drive like all over the US?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's that's where it like originated. Yeah, the first crew, you were like all over the United States and stuff like that, in particular.
Okay. So X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Says I'm ready to play Valorant on console. Can't wait. I think I have some news on Valorant that I saw that kind of worried me for a bit. Where is it?
I tell you what, it'll be really nice for console players because they won't have to deal with the anti-cheat bullshit or
Oh, here we go.
BIOS.
Valorant. Actually, let me put it up on stream. Otherwise, something's wrong with my stream. I don't know what's going on. What the hell? Hold on, something's wrong with my stream.
Yeah, sometimes that happens on mine too. It stinks. If it's like hard to post something or whatever, yeah, sometimes you end up having to just leave and come right back. Kind of stinks. But yeah, as I was just saying, like the one thing that console players are going to really like about Valorant and just Riot Games on console is you won't have to deal with the anti-cheat, which is super annoying, and like the BIOS BS that you have to do with on PC. And also you won't and you won't have to play mouse and keyboard anymore. You'll be able to play with the controller. Oh wow! And you just brought up this news that Valorant on PS5 won't support gyro aiming to ensure Xbox players aren't at a disadvantage. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Sorry to put that
So
out there.
I'm waiting for the first person to be like, Xbox is holding back gaming.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I don't give a shit because I'm probably not going to play this game. And even if I did play it,
yeah.
Even if I play this on the PlayStation 5, I wouldn't even use that gyro shit. I don't like that stuff.
I don't even know what gyro aiming is. What is that, Ham? Please explain.
That's when you're using the controller to aim.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This is nothing. No one does that. Come on.
Some people actually do Some people actually do that.
Not enough, man.
It is very far and few between.
It's the same as couch co-op. You don't even make up 10% of the population. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. Don't let the door hit you. All right.
I don't see why they disable it. I mean, I think they should enable it. like to me, I think that's silly that they don't allow it. I don't think the Xbox community is tripping if you're if you're using your controller to aim like that. I know me. I don't.
Where's your benefit?
Like I don't see how that's easier than using the controller. I don't know. Like to me, that just sounds really sweaty. And if that's how you want to play,
knock yourself out. But
small set, yes, knock yourself out.
All right, so Ham. Next, we have the PC showcase, and I wanted to go through the games with you.
Oh boy!
There are a total of 61 games.
Fuck that.
We are 2 hours and 30 minutes into the show. Do you have a guest for Behind Them Sticks this Thursday?
Yes, I do.
Ah, man. Wait. But Behind Them Sticks is around this time, or is it later?
I don't know. I'll have to check, but I'm not doing a 61 game showcase before Behind Them Sticks.
It won't be before. It won't be right before because it's like 3 in the morning my time. So it'll
Loke,
be about
I don't
maybe
think you
5 or
understood
6.
what I said.
Come on, bro.
It could be
It's
8
for the games,
hours
Ham.
prior.
It's for the
We are
games, bro.
not. We can do a special. Maybe I'll pull up on Sunday if you want to do that.
All right, fine. We'll do it
And
on
I'm going to
Sunday.
be off camera, and we can do that.
Oh my god, dude! It's for
I'm
the
not going to
game.
sit there for 3.5 hours on camera.
It won't be 3.5 hours, Ham.
Oh
It'll be
my
yes,
goodness.
no,
Yo,
yes, no.
we talked about less than 30 games in the last 2.5 hours, and you're expecting me to believe that we're gonna get through 61 in less than 3? Like, you're tripping.
I have faith in you, Ham. I have faith in you. I think you can do it.
I'm gonna need a gavel that says pass, and I'm just gonna be slamming.
All right, fine. Fine. So we'll do this on Sunday. We'll do it on Saturday. On Sunday, sorry. So Sunday show, everyone. Oh my god. Sir X-Man, see, this is what happens when you don't show up on time. That's crazy. What happens.
We've been here talking. That was most of the show, Sir X-Man.
Thank you for the super chat, but damn. Ring the bell, Sir X-Man.
We started 2.5 hours ago, Sir X-Man.
Yeah.
It's a new time, so I don't blame you. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's new time.
Yeah.
It's just because this is better for Loke's time, and when my daughter starts back in school, this will be just better timing for me to be done with my show and soon be able to hang out with the family instead of starting the show when everybody's getting off of work in school.
Also, the algorithm is very friendly at this time. So, also, you guys, please like, subscribe, smash the like button. Come on, you guys. I believe in you. I really do. Hamothy,
I don't believe in you.
Before we get on out of here, do you have anything you want to say or plug?
No, not really. Or actually, yeah, sure. I will definitely plug one thing. I am having the interview with Ralph from X Real. He's the head of PR over there for the AR glasses and stuff like that. That's the person that I'm going to be interviewing this coming Thursday. Talking about what how he became a gamer, first of all, but also what he does, what it's for, what he sees it being for in the future and stuff like that. I'm really interested in hearing more about VR and AR and stuff, especially in this time when things are kind of ramping up a little bit, but we're still not quite there. So I think it'd be a lot of interesting takes.
All right. Good stuff.
You're somewhere when like when Walmarts and places have knockoffs of your shit.
You're doing a good job.
Right.
Okay. Mishi says looking for the Tim Dog interview. This Tim Dog thing.
I should re-interview Tim Dog and have him on the show again. Just be like, now I want to
interview.
You
really should. You really should. It would be an interesting perspective to have the before and after. That would be interesting. Anyways, thank you guys for coming through. Really appreciate the support. Our weekly schedule is as follows. Sundays is for Loke's Gaming Log. This is a podcast where I decompress from the week in gaming at 2100 hours at Central African time. Mondays are for the crossover at 2:30 Eastern, where Ham Solo and K-Mega discuss Xbox related stuff. Tuesdays, me and Ham Solo duke it out in a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, we're off on TSWS Gaming, but Ham Solo does feature on Matt Likes Games channel for the two-player podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel. Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know. Fridays is the big hangout we've coined as bullsitting, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, Mental Nina, myself, and a special guest or two to discuss the week's big gaming happenings. Also to find out what Cozy Beluga is willing to eat or drink live on stream at 4 p.m. Eastern every Friday. Thank you for tuning in to the Lowdown. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, smash the dislike button. We all know the algorithm doesn't care as long as you interact. Also, subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.